So this video is going to be about how you can export an Examview test file or Examview test, import that into Schoology, and then import it into a test quiz to be able to use it as a question bank in Schoology. So I've got a Examview test pulled up. So all I'm going to do is go to File, Export to Blackboard 7.1 9.0. I'm going to give it a name. So I'll call this test file. Hit save, and I've already got one in there, so I'll just hit replace it. Yes. And then we need to give it, again, its name. So I'm going to call it test file. And we want to keep it with HTML without default fonts. You can use the rationale if you want to. And the directory name for any images or anything, you need to give that a name, and we'll call that test file as well. So you hit OK, and you may get a little error. And so the thing that you need to do if you get that error is go to where you saved it out as. And I can see right here that it probably didn't save it since I've got this little error file. So what I'm going to do is try this again. And I'll go back out to my test, file, export, Blackboard 7.1 9.0. I'll call that test file again. And test file, hit OK. And it only did it once, so it may have done it. And we can see that, yes, that I don't see that error file in this directory anymore. So what I'm going to do is minimize this. Then I'm going to go out to Schoology, and I am going to add to my course a test quiz. And so I'm going to give this a name, test file. And you do need to give it a category, hit ungraded and create. And you'll get pulled up to this page where you're going to add questions. I'm going to click on add questions from import test quiz. So this is where we're going to reference that Blackboard file. Hit next. Here's the little file menu where I can select the file. There's test file. Hit open, and it says it's now ready to import. When it says complete, hit import, and now I see where my questions have been imported into this test quiz test file. So once you have it there, what we're going to do is click on options, add questions to test bank. You can select individual questions or select them all. If you want to, hit next. Now I'm going to save it to a new question bank. Enter this name. I'll call this test file again. And I'll save it just under my general directory, not in any folder. I'll say add questions, and it's done that. So once it's there, and I'll show you that it's actually there, go to my resources, and right here, there's where my test file is, my question bank. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my course, and I'm actually going to create a test using that test bank, add materials, test file, or test quiz, and I'm going to call this test file test because it's now going to be the test. I'll set a category of bronze grade, create, and now when I go to add questions, now I'm going to do it from question banks, random. I'm going to randomly select questions, and I can see right here, select it, select question banks, and it tells me right here how many questions are in there. So I'm going to pick 2, make them 1 point each, add questions, and we're good to go. So then all I have to do is do the settings, create a description, make sure that you enable submissions, and go from there. So hopefully that's helped you out on how to create